There is a presence beyond what we see, a guiding force of love, wisdom, and protection. Some call it God, the universe, source, or simply divine energy. Throughout history, people have connected with this higher power, not through spoken words alone, but through dreams, visions, intuitive knowing, and symbolic signs. You don't need a special gift to receive divine messages. You are already connected, each and every one of us. You see, it's like we are all born with these antennas, but life, it can sometimes get in the way. We get distracted, we start to doubt, and we forget to listen. The key is learning to recognize the ways the divine speaks to you. And I believe deep in my soul that everyone has a story, everyone has felt that spark. Take a deep breath, open your heart, and let's explore how to communicate with the unseen world of love and light. Dreams, my friends, dreams. They are one of the most powerful ways the divine speaks to us. Think of it this way: when we sleep, the world quiets down, our minds quiet, and in that stillness, that's when the divine whispers can finally be heard. It's like the divine is sending messages through a clear channel, and all we have to do is tune in. Now, how do we tune in? It starts with intention. Before you close your eyes tonight, take a moment, say in your mind, I am open to receiving messages from the divine tonight. It's a simple act, but it's like sending an invitation, welcoming the divine to speak. But the conversation doesn't stop there. Remember, dreams fade like morning mist if you don't capture them. Keep a dream journal. Yes, a journal right by your bed. Write down every dream you remember, even if it seems unclear, even if it's just a jumble of images. Over time, patterns and meanings will emerge. You'll start to notice recurring themes, symbols that tug at your heart. Because the divine often speaks in symbols. Think about it. The bridge in your dream may represent a transition you're going through in life. Water always flowing might symbolize your emotions. And light, that beautiful light, often represents divine presence. There's a little secret, a little something I've learned over the years. Pay attention to those nighttime awakenings. If you keep waking up at the same time at night, don't brush it off. That specific time, it may be a sacred hour when messages are being sent to you. The universe works in mysterious ways, my friends. Dreams aren't the only way divine beings communicate. Sometimes the message is more direct, more visual. We're talking about visions, those flashes of insight that can illuminate our path. Visions, they can appear as quick flashes of images, like photographs in your mind's eye. Or they might unfold like daydreams, stories your soul is whispering to you. And sometimes a vision is a feeling, a sudden strong feeling of knowing deep in your gut that tells you you're on the right track. So how do we open ourselves to these visions? It starts with a quiet heart. Find a place where you can be alone with your thoughts. Close your eyes, breathe deeply and ask, what do I need to see? Don't overthink it, just ask. And then be still, wait for the message to come. Trust the first image or thought that comes to mind. The divine often speaks subtly, like a whisper on the wind. If a vision of a feather appears, if you see a glowing figure or a place that pulls at your heartstrings, don't dismiss it. Reflect on what it means for you. What does a feather represent? Lightness, freedom, maybe a message from a loved one who has passed on. There are no coincidences. Sometimes the most powerful visions aren't visual at all. They come as a deep inner knowing, an unshakable certainty about what to do next, a gut feeling you can't ignore. These moments, my friends, are not coincidences. They are glimpses into the unseen guiding lights on your journey. The divine is always speaking, always sending signs. But here's the thing. We're often so caught up in our own heads that we miss the messages, the everyday miracles happening all around us. But once you open your eyes, you'll see them everywhere. One of the most common ways the divine gets our attention is through repeating patterns, those little synchronicities that make you go, that's odd. Have you ever noticed certain numbers popping up everywhere you look? 111, 444, 777. These aren't just random digits. They're called angel numbers, and they're like little winks from the universe. Seeing these numbers is a sign of alignment, protection, and divine guidance. It's like the universe is saying, you're on the right path, keep going. And then there are our animal friends, our messengers from the natural world. A bird appearing at just the right moment, maybe singing a particular song, or a butterfly landing on you, its wings like brushstrokes of color. These encounters are never accidental. Animals carry spiritual messages. Pay attention to the animals that cross your path. What do they symbolize to you? What message might they be carrying? And don't forget the power of music and words. If you keep hearing the same song on the radio, the same phrase repeated in conversations, or a quote that jumps out at you from a book, take note. It may hold a message for you. The universe loves to communicate through song lyrics, through the spoken word. It's like a secret code just for you. The key to unlocking these signs is to stay present, to be aware of the world around you. When something catches your attention in an unusual way, when something tugs at your heartstrings, don't ignore it. Pause and ask, what is this trying to tell me? What message is the universe putting in my path? You'll be amazed at what you discover. Chapter 4, the power of asking. Here's something we often forget. Divine beings. They respect our free will. They're not going to force their way into our lives uninvited. It's like knocking on a door. You have to open the door to let the divine in. So if you want guidance, if you're yearning for direction, all you have to do is ask. It's that simple, and the more heartfelt the request, the clearer the answer. Find a quiet place where you can connect with your inner self. Close your eyes, take a deep breath and say, Divine Presence, I invite you to guide me. I'm open to your wisdom. Please send me a clear sign that I will recognize. Now here's the important part. Let go of expectation. Don't try to control how the answer comes. The universe works in mysterious ways. Remember, the answer may come in an unexpected way. A dream, a chance encounter with a stranger, a song on the radio, or a sudden burst of insight while you're washing the dishes. The more you ask, the more you open the door to divine communication. It's like building a bridge between your heart and the heavens. And trust me, when you start to see the signs, when you feel the divine presence in your life, it will change you. You'll realize you're never alone, that you're always guided, always supported, always loved. Chapter 5, Writing Your Way to Clarity. I truly believe that everyone has a story to tell, a wellspring of wisdom inside them. And sometimes the best way to tap into that wisdom is to write. Not just any kind of writing, but a conversation with the divine. Some call it automatic writing, allowing messages to flow freely onto the page without overthinking, without self-censorship. It sounds a little mysterious, doesn't it? But it's simpler than you might think. All you need is a notebook and a pen. Find a peaceful place where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably, close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Set the intention. I open my heart to divine guidance. I am a vessel for your wisdom. And then just start writing. Don't worry about grammar or punctuation or whether it makes sense. Just let your hand move across the page. You may be surprised by the words that flow through you. You might find yourself writing about things you didn't even know you knew. Trust the process. Trust that the words are coming from a place of love and wisdom. Writing in this way can be incredibly healing. It can help you release old patterns, beliefs, and emotions that no longer serve you. It can connect you with your intuition and your inner guidance system. Chapter 6. Feeling the Divine Embrace. Sometimes the most profound communication from the divine isn't through words, dreams, or signs, but through a feeling of pure, unconditional love and support. Have you ever felt a sudden wave of peace wash over you for no apparent reason, or a warmth spread through your chest, a feeling of being wrapped in a loving embrace? Or maybe an overwhelming sense of joy, as if the whole world is celebrating your existence. These are all signs of divine presence. It's like the universe is giving you a hug, reminding you that you're not alone, that you're loved beyond measure. When you feel this presence, don't question it, don't analyze it, just close your eyes and embrace it. Let the feeling wash over you like a warm, healing wave. Say a silent thank you to acknowledge their presence and the love that surrounds you. Know that you are deeply loved, guided, and protected. You are never alone. The divine is always with you every step of the way. Trust in that love, trust in that guidance, and know that you are always held in the arms of something greater than yourself. Outro. You are not alone. Communicating with the divine is not about seeing miracles. It's about feeling the connection that has always been there. It's about trusting your experiences, opening your heart to the whispers of the universe, and knowing that you are never alone. Stay open to signs, dreams, and visions. Pay attention to the synchronicities, the repeating patterns, the messages whispered on the wind. The more you listen, the more you'll hear. The more you pay attention, the more you'll see the divine hand at work in your life. If you've ever felt a moment of deep peace, a sudden answer to a question, or a comforting presence in hard times, you have already been communicating with the divine. The more you listen, the stronger the connection becomes. If this message resonated with you, share your experiences in the comments below. You're never alone. The divine's always speaking. Are you ready to listen?